Hello, beautiful people. This is my 3-month update. Few days late, but it's not like they've changed that much in 5 days. So, 3 months. I'm at that phase where I've gotten sort of frustrated with them multiple times and wanted to brush them out. But I've made a 2-year commitment, and I know that this phase is just temporary. I just have to be easy with it and just let go and keep pushing through. Keep being. It's not a matter of pushing. There's no pushing. It's just letting go and being. So that's where I'm at emotionally. It's been really frustrated with them because I know the roots are one of the last things to dread. And this crown of my head, the roots are so loose. I mean, this is caught really well, and it's gonna start doing something because that's what this one was doing just a few days ago. And when I washed it 2 days ago, now we have little loopy-doos. So they're working. But this mass right here, just in the crown of my head, all of that root system gets bound together. And so every day, I'm pulling them apart, sometimes twice a day. I really need to get new earrings because they're gobbling them up. But I find myself wearing it back in a ponytail like this a lot of the time on the base of my neck, which keeps things looking pretty tidy from the front, and even from the back, not so bad because the ends are still all loose and kind of fuzzy. But I'm noticing sort of I don't want to say a permanent kink, but a very distinct kink at the base of the ones on my neck. Back here. Again, lots of loose hair, so I have no idea if you can see all of this. They're all up now, so you can't. That guy there is completely nutballs. It is so challenging to roll that. I don't want to end up with this flat paddle, but we'll see where it goes because that one is really tricky to get leverage and roll. I did go through and put wraps in for a few days to try and get some of these crazy guys to lay down and catch within themselves, because I don't want them to end up like this. This thing is just solid. Like, this is the best of the best so far outside of my old one, which density wise they feel very similar. But it's all bunched up right here. You can see where this loop was. There was a loop right here. It amazes me the amount of length. The amount of length that was lost in my hair. So I am hoping to avoid that heavy of a looping. 1, for length loss, and 2, because not overly fond of the giant hammer thing that's happening right here. What I have found is after I wash my hair, I was rolling it while it was wet, and I was having a heck of a time getting some of the ones with lumps like that to spin. They would just go flat, and I just end up rubbing. But what I have done the last 2 weeks, I wash my hair about every other day, every second day, is I pull it all apart, which is always just a giant mess when I'm done, because you get in there and you scrub your scalp and it weaves it all together, so you're tearing it all apart. And I'm letting it dry, and then I'm just moistening my hands, so which this next time that I do it, I'm actually going to use salt water instead of just plain water. But just putting a little bit of moisture on my hands, rubbing together, catches the lock and makes it spin really easily. So these lumpy ones are spinning really well, and I have noticed to a degree that my really chunky monkey one is binding into itself really well, but it does feel like it gets longer or less chubby the more I do that. And I think that doing it while it's wet will help it to stretch, but until I get it to bind into itself to where it will actually spin, it's not working. So I'm gonna do this wet hands, dry hair technique until I can get them to kind of catch into each other and form a bit of a circle or a cylinder, and then when they're wet, I will rub them. We're getting there on this one, so this is our experiment. This one here is the one that's dictating what everybody else is doing, or what I'm gonna do with everybody else. But they're kind of flat, kind of irritating that they're flat, but I don't roll them enough. I know that. Maybe like once or twice a week realistically is all that I'm sitting there doing. I think I have like 57 to 63. I don't remember which number was right because I had a few people count them and it was somewhere in that window. So yeah, I wish I had a teammate to help me roll these more frequently, because that would make my life a shit ton easier, especially on these back ones who are just now really starting to catch. And I had a friend the other evening kind of tend to the ones on the nape of my neck, and it turns out some of them had gone up into the roots of another one and come out. So I'm really glad that he went through and pulled all of that free, because I don't want a giant Congo at the base of my neck, but I can't see back there, so I'm just feeling my way through it. Wash my hair every other day to every 2 days. Still baking soda, apple cider vinegar rinse. It's winter here in Colorado, so it's really dry naturally, and my scalp's been kind of itchy. Not so much in dandruffy, just itchy, so the rosemary oil has been helping with that. I put that in my jar with the baking soda and a couple drops of Dr. Bronner's, still using that, and then about 5 or so drops of the rosemary oil. Not a whole lot new outside of that. Just getting a lot more loops. I have been feeling very frustrated with the process because, I don't know, just been thinking about brushing them out. But I made a 2-year commitment to this journey. So I know that's not really on the table for doing. I can just get frustrated and want to do that to them. Or I can buck up Buttercup and either start palm rolling them more so that they are doing what I want them to do, or at least going that direction, or I can complain about it. So I'm not choosing to complain, but I'm also not choosing to roll them that often. It's just, we'll see where it goes, what they're doing.
Oh, you should say I got a sassy husky. You want to say hi, Booze? We do, Boo. Boo Bear. This is Stella. Ooh.
She's gonna start howling at me soon, so we'll cut this off. But yeah, emotionally it's been frustrating because they are gobbling anything that I come near. Now they're getting more and more catchy. I have to change my earrings now that we've reached the end of the gauge, because this little guy at the end is like a needle through them all the time, and it's always like this or like that. It's very irritating. Anytime I come near stuff, like I have this pretty little plant that's right here, if I get anywhere near that, it just grabs it and wants to carry it away. I don't know how long I walked around the house with this glittery Christmas ornament, snowflake thing stuck to the side of my head because I had bent down next to the tree to pick something up off the floor. And it got caught, and I didn't know it. Shush. So, man, that's funny. Frustrating and funny all at the same time. I got a sassy dog. So, hope y'all are well. This is 3-month update. I look forward to what 4 months brings. I'm sure there'll be a lot more loops because there's a bunch starting. Hopefully I can maybe I can palm roll more so that I don't lose quite as much length. I was anticipating losing about half of my length, and it's hard to tell. It's about mid-back. My hair's about mid-back, so I'm hoping to not go any shorter than right here, but whatever. It'll all happen the way it's supposed to happen. And it's just hair, and my hair grows pretty quickly, so there we have it. I hope you all enjoy your January. Be easy with yourself. This is an intense month from an astrological perspective. So, be easy. Be sick.